Exquisite blade works.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Silver Fang, and today I'm back with another video. So today I'm gonna be covering a servant that, in your guys' opinion, is like the greatest assassin class servant in Fate thus far. Like, a lot of you has gone as far as to tell me that. I don't know if he was ever referred to as a grand assassin, but I'm assuming if he is that powerful, that crazy as you guys tell me, he should be the grand assassin. I'm not sure. I can't confirm that 100% because I haven't seen him be referred as such, but I'm assuming he is. So, and by the way, like, I know a little bit about this guy, like, because I use him in the game a lot. Like, I love his design. His design is crazy. That design is insane. I love it. It's ridiculous. And his abilities, the fire, like, crazy. But what I like the most about this guy is his freaking noble phantasm from the game. Granted, it's a two-dimensional game, and it still looks fire. It still looks amazing. Like, I could just picture that noble phantasm fully animated. It'll look crazy. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me, I don't know if you guys have played Street Fighter, but it reminds me of Akuma's special move, the Raging Demon. That was what it reminded me of. Yeah, but I love his design. Like, I like everything about him, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy this video. So without further ado, I don't think I have anything else to say about him. Let me see. Yeah, like, that's pretty much all I know about him, so let's just jump right in.
What is up, guys? Today I bring to you the servant profile of the day, King Hassan. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Look at this design. Tell me this man doesn't look like he belongs in Dark Souls. He can be summoned as an assassin.
Amazing,
his place of origin is the Middle East, and out of all the Hassans in the Fate franchise, he is the original, the progenitor of the title Old Man of the Mountain. The title itself comes from a time where he seized the castle Alamut, which is located on a mountain in present-day Iran. From that point on, he established his reign at the fortress as the founder of the first known League of Assassins. He also has the same voice actor as one of my favorite characters, CAREE.
Oh, that's dope. I love CAREE.
What makes it even more interesting is that he's basically playing the same role, both characters being devout individuals who operate solely and wholeheartedly through the word of God. Abilities. Now, when it comes to feats, Hassan has demonstrated some pretty obscure abilities. He was able to take control of Serenity, boost her parameters, and make her fight against the protagonist. He disrupted Claudia's communication system. He has swordsmanship skills that put him on par with the goddess Artoria. He's even shown the ability to drop an entire sandstorm over Camelot at the flick of a wrist. The wrist game is official. He parried the attacks of Gawain using his cloak alone. And he allowed Gawain to use his phantasm at full power just so he can turn around and block it anyway. Get that weak ass shit out of here. Formerly, Hassan was one of the only known Grand Class servants that existed in Grand Order. However, as of the Babylonia chapter, he has relinquished his title of being Grand Assassin and can now be summoned as a regular servant. Class skills.
That's why.
Presence, concealment. The rank is A class. It's a skill that allows you to wipe yourself off the radar. Now,
Yo, this guy
unlike
is
other
way
servants
too
who may
powerful to
have this
like,
skill,
presence concealment.
Hassan gives off a curse that forewarns the target that their death is approaching. Even the powerful spirit Ozymandias was victim to this same fate. Using this same skill, Hassan was able to sneak inside Ozzy's temple, and by the time he realized what was going on, a chill shot up his spine and Hassan cut his head smooth off his body. Independent
Yo, this
action.
guy is way too
The rank
powerful
is
to have,
B
like,
class.
that ability.
Originally, this skill was meant to be for archers only, but this man is so cheap that they just gave it to him anyway. The faith that Hassan devotes to his Lord is unrivaled. During his life, he spent over 30 years spreading awareness of the Islamic word. He would go as far as shaving off his own skin and carving out his internal organs if his Lord required it. Because of this determination, he can move independently through his will alone. Personal skills. Battle continuation. The rank is EX. It's a skill that allows you to keep fighting until your opponent blesses you with that one-hitter quitter. Now, if you've seen my coup profile, I talked about how his battle continuation was one of the things that allowed him to survive against Gilgamesh for 12 hours straight. With that in mind, Hassan has battle continuation even higher than coups. As a servant who walks the line between life and death, a fatal wound is nothing to him. This man will not be defeated until he's smeared to dust. Even if you slice off half his body, he'll keep coming at you as if nothing happened. Protection of the faith. The rank is A+++. It's a skill that's given to those who sacrifice themselves for a religious purpose. So during his life, Hassan aligned himself with the Nazaris, which is a branch under Islam that held different values from the main body. He was so devoted that he went as far as executing his own sons to abide by this doctrine. What? Did you think I'd treat them differently because they're my children? Nonsense. The skill itself will give clarity to the mind and the body from the dedication to their beliefs. Normally, servants that possess this skill at a rank too high would cause defects in their personality. King Hassan, on the other hand, has yet to show any adverse effects. Evening Bell. The rank is EX. It is the same bell that dawns the sound of a funeral, the same sound that dawns a person's demise. This skill is given to those who have become one with the rite of passing. In Hassan's case, his rite of passing would be the ceremony of death, since he himself is a tool for bringing people to the other side. Natural body. The rank is C to A class. It's a skill that means that you've had a perfect body since birth. It also allows him to increase the parameter of his physical strength. And since the time he was summoned, he has remodeled his body to further support his religious faith. Because of this, the skill has dropped down to C class. Uncrowned martial arts. There is no rank. It's a skill that misleads the opponent of your true parameters. Swords, spears, bows, riding, and divinity will all appear 1 degree lower when facing off against the enemy. In Hassan's case, his sword will appear weaker, allowing him to trick his adversary and use it to his advantage during battle. If you are lucky enough to expose his true name, then the effect will subside. At the boundary, the rank is A to EX. It is a skill for those who walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and therefore they are one with death. He cannot be frightened, nor can he be killed by an effect involving instant death. People like First Form Shiki Ryogi, who attack the lines of death in her enemy, will be unable to take Hassan down using normal methods. And since Hassan is no longer a grand assassin, the skill has been lowered down to A class. Azrael, the angel that announces death. The rank is C class. It's an anti-unit phantasm, which means it's used against one person. It's a phantasm made in reference to the angel of death, Azrael. The sword itself has acquired the same faith that Hassan held during his lifetime. Now, even though the possibility is slim, there is a slight chance that his blade will kill the target instantly, no matter who they are, no matter how powerful or invulnerable they claim to be. We were even lucky enough to get a sample of his true strength back in Babylonia. Just as the protagonist seemingly had his back against the wall, Hassan was able to stab the concept of death into the invulnerable mother goddess, Tiamat. Now, when it comes to servants who are familiar with the concept of death, like Ereshkigal, rejoice. The blade will be unable to apply this effect. Upon its use, Hassan will approach the target engulfed inside a body of flames. He will then proceed to decapitate his victim, showing them the true path that leads to salvation. That about wraps it up. If you enjoyed the video, please like it up so we can get this trending. Feel free to add information as you see fit, and let me know what you guys think about it. It's your boy Saya. I'm out.
Alright, guys. Alright, King Hassan, bro. This guy is freaking insane. Oh my god, this dude he's the perfect assassin. And as I said like in my previous videos, I think that my favorite skill is independent action, and this guy has it. Like, I think like all the great servants should have that skill, just because like if you have it, you don't depend on mana provided for from your master. Like, you are OP in whatever Grail Warrior summoned. If you remember in my Karna video, I mentioned it. I said, yes, Karna is OP, but if he gets a weak master, then he's screwed, because the master won't even be able to freaking supply him with the minimum amount of mana that he needs. So he'll be screwed. But the servants that have independent action are on a class by themselves, just because it doesn't matter where they're summoned, what Grail War they're in, they'll always be OP. Always. That's why somebody like Gilgamesh can be OP whenever like he wants. Like, I would assume if Gilgamesh didn't have independent action, right? I would assume that first of all, he wouldn't be able, for example, if he got a weak master, somebody like Shiro in the beginning, or Shinji, right? For example. Oh, he actually did get Shinji at one point in Unlimited Blade Works, but that's besides the point. So if he did get a weak master and he didn't have this skill, number one, he wouldn't be able to open the gate of, probably wouldn't be able to open his gate of Babylon to the extent that he does. And two, I'm pretty damn sure he wouldn't be able to use AI at all. So yeah, like, and granted, that means also all his skills will drop down. So yes, the servants that have this skill, like independent action, are the servants that are a class by themselves, just because like they're OP in whatever Grail War they're summoned, whatever era, it doesn't matter the master, they're gonna be OP. Which is why also Heracles, the archer, wasn't his archer class Heracles, which automatically gets this skill, independent action, is also one of the most OP servants out there. Mind you, look, I've talked about 4 servants that are crazy OP. Gilgamesh, Karna, King Hassan, Heracles. Out of those 4 servants, 3 of them have it. And it is said that Karna has an archer form, and that form is supposed to be his most powerful. And why would that be? Because he's able to use everything whenever he wants. Like that is why. Like, the servants with the skills are always top tier. Well, not always, but they like, if they're top tier, you need that skill, because most masters will not be able to supply mana for these top tier servants. And King Hassan, bro, he's OP as hell. One thing that I noticed about the video though that I was looking forward to, I thought that he was gonna explain what those flames that I see in the game, like what those are. Is that like from Azrael, or does the flames has like special powers? I'm not sure. So let me know in the comment section below, like what are those flames all about, or are those flames part of his noble phantasm? Because I've seen in the game that he's able to use them like as regular attacks, but like I wanted to know, like, are those flames like special, or are they just like normal flames? I don't think they are though, because like as we see in his noble phantasm, he does cover himself in flames when he's going to use Azrael. So I guess. And his most impressive freaking noble phantasm is the one that he stabs you. Well, it's Azrael, but it has a chance to kill someone immediately. Doesn't matter who you are, what your defenses are, like it doesn't matter, you're dead. Yo, this guy's so OP as hell, bro. Like, I was glad I did this video. Like, this guy's freaking amazing. I knew because I saw him in Babylonia, and you guys have been hyping him up from, like, every time I do an assassin video, like I cover an assassins, you guys mentioned King Hassan, so I knew that this guy was gonna be crazy OP. So yeah, yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. Oh my god, this guy is one of my favorite servants, like right now. Like after watching this video, yeah, this is definitely up there. He's up there with Gilgamesh, with Archer Emiya, King Hassan. He's up there. Archer Heracles, like he's one of my top servants. Like I really like this guy. And not to mention his freaking design, bro. His design is fire. And his voice actor, the same guy that does CAREE, like, come on. You can't go wrong with this guy. His design is crazy. His skills are OP. He's like the perfect servant, like the perfect assassin. Can you imagine, like, this guy is so freaking powerful, and he still has that, keep forgetting the name of this skill, the one that doesn't allow assassins to be detected until they deliver the first strike. Yeah, that skill. Like, he has that skill. Like, this guy is way too powerful to have a skill like that. Like, this guy is way too OP. Like, normally, like, for an assassin, like for the other Hassans, yes, they have this skill, but as we've seen in previous fights, like servants are still able to dodge him. Like, they're not fast enough, or they can smell like something happens where they're not able to assassinate their target. And the fact that this guy is this powerful and has that skill, because that skill is OP as hell. Like, that skill is OP as hell. But the thing is, like, most of the assassins that like don't take advantage of it because they're like, well, they try, it just doesn't work because they're too weak in comparison to the other knight classes, right? But this guy is OP as hell. Like, dude, this guy can go one-on-one with a sword, with a freaking saber. That's insane. And the fact that he was able to deflect Gawain's noble phantasm, like, bye, out of here, get that weak shit out of here. That's impressive. That's like taking an Excalibur to the face and saying, this shit is weak, get that shit out of here. Like, that's insane. That's crazy. And the fact that this guy can't even be killed, even if you try to surprise this guy. Like, this guy has an ability that allows him to not be killed instantly, meaning from one attack. He can't be killed from one attack. Like, you can't even sneak up on this guy. Like, okay, you managed to deliver a fatal strike to anyone else, but you couldn't kill him because he can't die like that. And now you're screwed because this guy's OP as hell. That's insane. I'm telling you, like, this guy, like, he's like the perfect servant. With the exception of one skill, I think all of his skills were A class to EX. Oh my god, he does deserve the rank of Grand Assassin. He does. And talking about Assassins, I've been thinking of reacting to the trailer because I haven't seen it yet, but it is one of my favorite games. I've been thinking of reacting to the trailer of Assassin's Creed. I think it's called Valhalla. It's a Vikings game. I like Vikings, especially from watching the series Vikings. So if you guys want me to react to that, I'll gladly do so, because the trailers from Assassin's Creed, they're always fire. They're fire. So let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I always say, have a nice day and catch you guys in the next one.